Hey guys, what's up? Listo here. Just wanted to take you through today what a workout looks like for me for soccer training. Today is Wednesday, so it is a bit of a lighter day because Monday, Tuesday, I really did abuse my lower body with running, lower leg workout, soccer training both days, and then another gym session yesterday. So today is going to be a little bit more of a lighter, more technical day. Really focused on stretching and getting the muscles loose. But yeah, so what I like to do each morning, I do have a pre-workout that I like. I mean, you don't have to take it. It's not, if you have the energy to do it, I say just, go for it naturally. I do it because I am addicted to caffeine and, it's lovely stuff. So let's just prep that. Personally, I use C4. I can't really be bothered to look into all the different kinds and the science of each one. It's just what I personally prefer. I obviously, because I'm a child, I go with blue raspberry flavored. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a flavor you like, even if it's like blue raspberry, green apple, if it's some candy fucking flavor, rocket pop, whatever. But yeah, so today is going to be at the field or the pitch, whatever you prefer calling it. And yeah, I'll see you guys over there. So, like I said, today is going to be a more technical day. So what that means for me, at least, is since I want to focus more on my leg recovery, being the fact that, like I said, the last couple days I went really hard, did a lot of work, put a lot of, not mileage on them, but put a lot of strain on them. What I want to do instead is focus on mainly my stretching today, do more technique work, and like I always say, I like to keep the last 20 to 15 minutes, have a little fun with it. So that's what we're going to work on. I gotta say, these Nike cleats or boots or whatever you call it in your country, I do like them. I know at the way back, like at the beginning of the summer, I was using those blue slip-on ones, which, I got them for cheap. They were on clearance at a store near me. I just need boots to use to start off with. It's a crazy difference between these and those. Some of the things I do want to get next is I do want to get an actual ball bag. And I want to get more than just the 3 I have. I want to ideally have 10, but that's a whole thing, So right now it's pretty enjoyable. So, right now it is nice, the equipment I have, but definitely want to get some better stuff down the line. But I really don't like doing this, but if you like the video, if you like the content, even if you don't like it and you want to watch me succeed or fail, doesn't matter to me. But please like, comment, subscribe, share, all the stuff. But let's get to work. Hey guys, so what I do like to do starting off is I like to jog for about 5 minutes. I like to keep it real light, slow, just focusing on my form, warming up all my muscles. I do think I prefer this first, then stretching, just because I feel like stretching sometimes pre-warm up, it almost feels a little too tight when stretching, like I'm going to injure myself by pushing it too hard. But after that, I do a couple of stretches, mostly focused on the lower legs. I do some upper body stretches, but it's mostly lower legs, stretching out my hamstrings, my quads, my calves, my hips. As you see here, these are a couple of the stretches that I do. If you wanted to do a full breakdown of all my stretches or show all my stretches, which is about 15 minutes, I can make a short about it or another video. Completely depends on what you guys want. Besides that, still waking up while doing this, so that's why I look half asleep. I also do high knees, butt kicks, and some other work. Just, try to get fully warm up before I do anything. I have liked doing these hip stretches, especially today with how tight my hips are. It's a really big help to have done this because it just makes everything feel smoother and better. After my jog and my stretching, I like to take a quick 1-minute break, just grab some pre-workout / water, and just get myself ready for the start of the actual workout. I think this just kind of sets my mind to where it needs to be. As you all know, I always start off with juggling or keepy ups, depending on what you call it in your country. A lot of people have been saying to do it this way, where I kick it up once, catch it, and then do it over and over again. So I started off with that. I did that a couple times. Then I just, I like to have some fun with it. I think a lot of my training right now is also just having fun, seeing how my body reacts, and figuring out from there what I need to work on. So, after jogging, stretching, juggling / keepy ups, next thing I like to do is penalty kicks. I might have to record this all over again because I don't know how the mic's sounding right now. But so, what I've been trying to do with penalty kicks is work on my accuracy and less on my power, because I feel like that's more important right now. As you saw the other day, I'll show it somewhere. I was able to hit the corner, which it wasn't fully luck, but a lot of it was luck. Okay. So one thing that I do have a slight problem with is the fact that there are yellow jacks or wasps or something of that nature here, and I am very allergic to them. I do have an EpiPen in my bag in case I'm ever stung or bitten or anything, but so if you see me kind of jump to the side ever in any of my videos, that's the main reason why. So the main thing I've been focusing on with my penalty kicks is hitting it right here with this part of my shoe, which actually has a circle around it. And what I'm trying to do is work on primarily a 3-step run up. So 1, 2, 3. I need to work on this part specifically, planting like close and next to it, and then just swinging through. Right now, I am aiming primarily on the right hand side, just because I think with the motion, it's easier to aim to that side instead of turning your body around, because it's almost you're swinging around the ball, and that's just. Can I work on it? Yeah. Am I there yet? I don't know. But yeah, so that's my main thing is 3-step run up, stepping, and then just making sure to hit it there and trying to figure out with how much I lean. So this is the part of the shoe I'm talking about right here. This is where the knuckle of my toe is. So that's where I'm trying to hit right here. And I'm trying to get just over here on the ball, just underneath, to give it that little bit of lift. I'm not trying to hit it straight on because that's a low shot. Since I am trying to hit the top right corner, I am trying to hit it a little lower to get it up. Hey guys, had to re-record this part, but all I was saying is that after my penalty kicks and my juggling, the next thing I'd like to do is curve / finesse shot, free kicks, whatever you want to call it personally. And I know a lot of people have been saying I don't do it correctly, but also if you look at some of my recent days, my curve shot has also been pretty good, so it's what feels right for my body. I'm going to stick with it. So my idea is when I come across like that, it's pretty much with that same contact point as penalty kicks, hit it. My audio just cut out here. All I was saying is that as I hit it, I like to go up and around to make it curve downwards and in. But that's the rough idea behind it. I don't know in practice if that's really the best way to do it, but it's what I found works for me. One thing I have started doing too is not just doing it with the sitting ball, but pushing it out across like that. But that is sort of one of the things I'm working on. It doesn't help that my legs are shot today, but you know, I'm not trying to make excuses about that. You still got first touch, I just send it as high as I can and try to. So that obviously wasn't good, but yeah. Unfortunately, I do have moments like that where I just completely whiff it. And I think that's because I'm moving my leg down too quickly. But you know, only one way to get better. That obviously would have been stopped by a goalkeeper because it was dead center. So, you know, it's working on stuff like that, trying to do a little image training, maybe. Penalty and free kicks are one thing when the ball's stationary, but when you're on the move, when the ball's on the move, linking it all together is a bit more challenging. But you know, only way you're going to get better at it. Because training is also supposed to be fun as much as it is to make you better. Like one thing recently I've been struggling with is volleys. Couldn't think of the word for a sec. But my point of contact I think is just not good right now. Both the volleys and power shots. So I always think it's great after team practice and individual practice. Please let me know. I'm going to make one on how I improved my running time, as you can see here, for specifically 5Ks and what I've started to do differently. And I'll make a more detailed one about like specifics of my training if you want, or nutrition, or you guys let me know what you want to say. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, and peace out.